Hey everyone, Jessica here from my guide, and I'm back to a new 1203BARRETT TV, and if you need this one, go and check it out. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about how I watched for the first time Miracles from Heaven. Now, before I even watched this movie, I was told by my mom that this was definitely a good one, especially for this season being a Christian season, right? Watching some Christian movies, which, again, I have seen a lot of them before, but rewatching them, like the God's Not Dead movies, that I really do enjoy. And some that I never seen before that were my first time watching, like the Left Behind movies, which I have now finished all the Left Behind movies, which again, that's another one of my favorite franchises, along with the God's Not Dead movies. The Left Behind franchise is another one of my favorites. And movies that aren't part of franchises, but are still Christian movies, and Miracle have the Bible part of it. And again, Miracles from Heaven, definitely a good one. And I can kind of relate with this, especially when it comes to the little girl of this movie, which I felt so bad for. I was sad because, again, of the condition that she ended up with that nobody had a cure for. And, well, I got a disease that I've had since I was little that's called TSC. And yeah, I had like tumors like in my eyes. I trying to remember exactly where. I know in my brain, and I think my lungs or my ribs, somewhere like that I had since I was little, and I still have them to this day. So I can relate with that. And also, there's not necessarily a cure for this disease either. It's not contagious. No, it's not contagious. Lots of kids that I know have it, and they have it bad, but I can tell that God is with me, because most kids that have this disease ain't able to do like I do. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but again, I'm just trying to make a point. Kids that I know that have this disease like I do, they're not able to play video games or, any of the things I'm able to do. They're not able to do those things. So it is just a blessing that God is and has and still protecting me from this, though. And again, with most of the things saying like lights and stuff, and He has protected me from it, and I am just so grateful. We serve a mighty God, a grateful, loving God, I can say. And I am just so grateful to have a God that is so loving and has kept me safe from this, and is letting me being able to do the things that I am able to do, right? So again, I can kind of relate when it comes to the disease that this girl has that doesn't have a cure. When it comes to that part, having a disease that is not contagious, but that doesn't have a disease or doesn't have a cure for. And her ending up in the tree was very sad, and kind of made me jump a bit too, not gonna lie. Because, again, she falls in the tree 30 feet. She was 30 feet in the air. She fell onto her face, down in the tree, and she is still alive. Now, if you don't tell me that's a miracle, then I don't know what is, because that is a miracle, though. Falling 30 feet in the air. And no broken bones, either. No broken bones or anything like that. That is a miracle. Like, for real. That is a blessing. That is an absolute miracle to not die from something like not full-on die. Of course, she does explain that she did see her body while she was in the tree. She died for a bit and actually saw Jesus, and said that she wouldn't want to go back. Well, she said that Jesus said it's not her time to go up into heaven yet, and she needs to go back, and she said that she doesn't want to go back unless she gets healed. And she is completely healed after she is brought back. Her disease is gone. and she is completely cured. Again, if you don't say that's a miracle, I don't know what is, because that is a miracle. I say that is a miracle. And again, this is a true story. This is based on a true story, this movie. It is based on a true story. I always love movies that have something that is based on that, where it's based on a true story. You know, something that actually happened. So, just to think that something like this actually happened is just crazy, though. Again, that is just how if you fall from 30 feet in the air into a tree of your face and still alive from that with no broken bones or anything, like, for real, that is a miracle, though. For real, that is an absolute praising miracle. And again, there's just lots of other good moments and very sad moments as well. But overall, a fantastic movie. I enjoy. And of course you wonder, or of course the little girl wonders and her family wonders why God hasn't healed her. Sometimes a lot of people would probably say that with me. Well, I know that He is protecting me, right? I don't have the question why God hasn't healed me yet, right? Because, again, I am 20 years old, and I've had this for a long time when I was little. But I know that God is going to heal me, right? He will get rid of this disease. I just put all my trust in Him, and I am so grateful for the things of Him protecting me from this. Because, like I said, a lot of kids that have this kind of disease like I do, are not able to do the things I'm able to do. So again, for me being able to do the things I am doing, I am just so grateful that that we have a God that is just that loving and so caring. We just serve and pray. We just have a loving Father that I am just so grateful that we have. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. Catch you on the next one.